You're watching TimesXP. I'm Driti Atri, and here are the biggest stories that are making headlines across the globe today. So let's start with it. Charlie Kirk's final letter to Israeli PM. Well, conservative activist Charlie Kirk wrote to Israeli Prime Minister Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu in May 2025. He warned that Israel is losing the information war, and that too among the United States Gen Z. Kirk urged urgent action to safeguard young America's support. Now, this letter reflected deep love and commitment towards Israel and the Jewish people. Media strategy proposed. Well, Kirk suggested creating a rapid response social media team. He also proposed an Israel Truth Network just to counter misinformation. Here the goal: modernize Israel's communication and appeal to youth. Kirk believed that bold media initiative could actually turn the narrative in Israel's favor. Personal stories for impact here. Well, Kirk recommended sharing stories of released hostages. Highlighting diverse Israeli voices was the key to his plan. Now, this approach aimed to humanize Israel's narrative internationally. He argued that real-life stories would actually emotionally resonate with the younger audience. Charlie Kirk's death spotlight. Charlie Kirk died in September 2025 during a speech at Utah Valley University. Now, his passing renewed attention to his pro-Israel advocacy. Many praised his dedication and vision for the US-Israel relationship, while his death also sparked a lot of discussions about his ideas for shaping Israel's image globally. Netanyahu condemns co-conspiracies. Netanyahu and Israeli leaders rejected conspiracy theories linking Kirk's death to Israel. Well, they reaffirmed the strong US-Israel bond. The focus remains on Kirk's mission, not the rumors. Leaders emphasize that Kirk's legacy continues to inspire support for Israel. United States Gaza peace plan. Well, Netanyahu and Trump presented a 21-point plan just to end the Gaza conflict. The plan demanded Hamas disarm completely. International oversight would monitor Gaza's stability and ceasefire. Here, analysts see this as a bold attempt to secure lasting peace in that region. Netanyahu's warning to Hamas. Netanyahu stated Israel would act the easy way or the hard way. The message is this: Hamas must comply or face military actions. Israel is determined to achieve its objectives. His warning signals that Israel will not compromise on any national security. Israel-US alliance strength. Netanyahu's speech shows strong cooperation with the US. Trump's backing boosts Israel's regional leverage. Hamas faces unprecedented pressure from a unified front. In the meantime, this alliance strengthens Israel's negotiating position on multiple fronts. Double standards debate. The world labels Gaza violence as genocide more often than Ukraine. Well, Russia's atrocities are rarely called genocide despite high civilian casualties. Political alliance and media narratives shape these perceptions. In the meantime, observers argue that global reactions are often influenced by geopolitics and not facts. Gaza humanitarian toll. Over 60,000 Palestinians have died since October 2023. 2 million are displaced and infrastructure is all destroyed. Hospitals and schools have become ruins in Gaza's ongoing conflict. In the meantime, international aid struggles to reach civilians due to the blockade. Ukraine casualties. Well, Russia's invasion has killed 14,000 plus civilians and displaced millions. Cities like Kharkiv face execution and mass deportation. Yet, international focus differs compared to Gaza, raising questions about double standards. Humanitarian organizations warn millions remain at risk in both the wars. Hamas peace plan challenges. Well, Trump's plan demands Hamas give up weapons and governance. Now, this historical red line challenges the militant group's identity. Acceptance could spark internal conflict within Hamas itself. Analysts doubt that Hamas will fully comply without any external pressure. International support. Gulf countries including the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Egypt, Jordan, Turkey, Indonesia and even Pakistan, they all back Trump's Gaza proposal. This rare unity surprises Israel. Arab ministers show readiness to cooperate with Washington. Now, their support could reshape Middle East diplomacy if sustained. Al-Khwarizmi school collapsed. Well, in Indonesia, an Islamic boarding school collapsed during prayers. At least one student died, 83 were injured, and 65 are trapped. Rescue operations are ongoing amid unsafe conditions. Officials warn that the toll may rise as rescue efforts they continue through the rubble. Tragic building falls. Well, investigation revealed illegal expansion caused structural failure. Authorities question permits and oversight. Families demand accountability for this man-made disaster. Experts call for stricter safety regulations just to prevent future tragedies. Iran's nuclear claim here. Iran aired a documentary claiming a major intelligence breach at Israel's Dimona nuclear facility. Names of 189 Israeli scientists were revealed. Iran claims insiders sold the information just for money. Well, the leak challenges Israel's long-standing policy of nuclear secrets. Global security risk. Stolen Israeli documents could be used in future conflicts. Now, this threatens regional stability and Israel's deterrence. International observers, they are closely monitoring the situation. Analysts warn of a possible escalation if Iran acts on the intelligence. Trump slaps movie tariff. Yes, you heard that right. Donald Trump announced 100% tariffs on foreign films entering the US. He argues that Hollywood must regain dominance over the global cinema. Critics warn of disrupted trade and cultural backlash here. In fact, movie studios express a lot of concern over economic losses and market restrictions. Netanyahu's Qatar apology. Their Prime Minister Netanyahu apologized after strike mistakenly hit Qatar-linked targets. Domestic politicians criticize the move as weak. The apology reflects Israel's diplomatic vulnerability in the Gulf right now. Qatar's role as a mediator and also funding source for Gaza makes this politically sensitive. Red Sea missile strike. A Netherlands-flagged cargo ship was hit near Yemen's Aden port. Now, thick black smoke and fire erupted, endangering global trade here. Houthis are suspected, escalating tensions in this crucial maritime corridor. In the meantime, international shipping agencies, they issued urgent warning to all the vessels in that particular region. Israel soldiers killed by friendly fire. Staff Sergeant Inbar Kav. Yes, he was accidentally shot during chaos on the West Bank. Palestinian vehicle attacks caused the confusion. Question arises over Israel's operational control in a very tense zone. The incident highlights the complexity of multi-front conflict for the IDF. Hamas breaches Israel's army camp. Hamas fighters attacked 2 IDF camps inside Gaza City. Several Israeli soldiers were injured. In the meantime, IDF retaliated, but some attackers escaped, raising a lot of security concern. The breach signals gap in Israel's defense, even in fortified locations. Erdogan targets Israel. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, he accused Israel of secret plan in the Middle East. He warned against continued aggression towards Palestinians. Now, Erdogan's positioned Turkey as a defender of Muslim world. His rhetoric increases tensions between Ankara and Tel Aviv. Erdogan seeks global attention here. Erdogan called for sanctions on Israel and stronger UN measures. He demands greater recognition for Palestine, his stance aimed at challenging Israel's influence internationally. Global leaders are watching closely just to see if these calls can actually translate into actions. Hamas resists peace plan. Analysts warn Hamas is kinda unlikely to disarm or give up the governance, while pressure could trigger further escalation in Gaza. The situation remains fragile with potential for renewed violence. In the meantime, local civilians face growing fear and uncertainty as tensions rise. Trump's global chessboard. Steve Witkoff suggests the Gaza plan could influence Ukraine. Yes, you heard that right. Resolving one conflict may provide leverage over the other US aim just to connect multiple crises for strategic advantage. Experts say that linking the conflict is very ambitious but very risky to implement. Arab leaders back Trump. Arab ministers demand no annexation of the West Bank. They insist on hostage releases and security guarantees. This alignment strengthened Washington's position over Israel's traditional preferences. Analysts say this shifts the regional diplomatic balance, and that too unaffectedly. Civilian impact: roughly 70% of Gaza's casualties are targeting women and children. Humanitarian suffering is immense and growing. In fact, international calls for aid and accountability continue. The world is monitoring closely just to deliver emergency resistance. Regional trade threat: Red Sea attack risks shipping, oil prices, and global trade stability here. Now, military escalation threatens a crucial maritime corridor. In the meantime, international shipping agencies remain on high alert. Economics warn prolonged instability could actually impact global market. Now, here's the Times XP wrap up. From Gaza and Ukraine to Iran, Indonesia, and the Red Sea, global crises are unfolding. Human lives, diplomacy, and geopolitics, well, they're all intertwined. That's all for now. Stay tuned, stay sharp, and come back on Times XP same time tomorrow for the latest news that matters the most. I'm Driti Atri. See you next time.